Oh, Steve White's 89. Well, I just watched episode 4 of Chucky. It was insane. It was released on the 26th, so it was done just before Halloween. I'm a bit behind. In fact, episode 5 is already out. But yeah, it was a Jennifer Tilly episode. And the producers were so concerned about that, because it's very self-contained, and Chucky wasn't involved at all, that they decided to include Chucky in a sort of wraparound a couple of scenes where he's basically like a TV host, and he kills a WWE superstar, Liv Morgan, who basically said at some point on a podcast that she just wanted to be killed by him. So she shows up and he kills her and swears a bunch of times, because basically they're only allowed 10 F words, and he wanted to make sure he got them all in. So he just said F, 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 F while stabbing her. So that was how the episode ended. The episode itself, like I said, was crazy. Jennifer Tilly's children, Glenn and Glenda, and as far as I know, she doesn't actually have any kids. I was trying to find it online. I couldn't see any reference to her having actual kids. So at first I thought her kids were actually appearing as sort of versions of themselves, like her sister Meg appears in this episode. But I couldn't find any reference. So I have no idea if she has real children, or if they were them, or if they just made that up, because I thought they were basing it on her, and the idea is she's supposed to be possessed, but it's still like a version of her, not actually her. But I wasn't sure how much fun they were having with pretending it was being her or not. But the kids show up just in time for her to be cleaning up the blood from the cop that she killed. So she's hiding that, but it's kind of weird because, is it Glenn or Glenda? One of them, well, they basically discovered, well, first off, they discovered a room in the house that she doesn't know about when they were younger, but then they also discovered that Mika was being kept in the bedroom. So they put together a plan to free Mika, and someone was throwing her a party because she hadn't basically left the house in a year. And the weirdest thing was seeing Sutton Strack there, one of the Real Housewives. I'm like, she must have got jealous of Kyle being in Halloween or something, because now she's in Chucky. So she's there. Some woman called, oh my God, what was her name? Glenda? No. I didn't write it down. Oh, well, Gina, that's it, Gina. So there's some girl she was involved with called Gina's there, and then this other guy, Joey, who was an actor who was in The Sopranos, is there. And the kids are there, and she's hired this weird butler who's supposed to be a guard, who's supposed to be guarding the door to make sure no one finds out that Mika's in there, although the girls, the children have already found her, and they're working on some plan to get her out. And it goes fairly well. Basically, someone kills the butler, so Meg pretends, not Meg, I do get them confused, Jennifer pretends that this is a murder mystery party. And of course, they pretty much all buy it, and they start trying to work out who the killer is. And she's trying to work out who the killer is, because she doesn't know who killed the butler and has freed Mika. It must be Glenda, because you do see a silhouette of Mika being pushed along in the wheelchair, and it looks like a man, so I'm guessing it's Glenda. Because Glenda looks like a boy and Glenn looks like a girl, and they're they, them, and they have a bit of fun with the pronouns. The butler is like, what the hell is this? This is ridiculous. They're not even words. And that's kind of amusing, but a little offensive, but mostly amusing. And yeah, oh God, they just keep going through this. Eventually, what's the name? Gina kills Joey, because Joey is trying to reconnect with Jennifer, and she's jealous because she's in love with her. And then when Mika sees Joey's body in the elevator, she becomes Chucky. So she's trying to escape as Chucky, and Glenda had arms for her, so she gives her these arms, so she's got like a working metal robot hands with a gun and fingers, and she tries to shoot Jennifer, but then that doesn't work because there's no bullets because someone took them. And actually it was Glenda who also poisoned, of course, the butler. But basically Mika makes a run for it in her wheelchair with a robotic arm. She makes it and gets driven off. And then the end of the episode is Chucky basically recapping it all and killing the WWE star. So it was a very, very strange episode. Very much, it's like a total other world from the other episodes with the kids. So the show doesn't seem to know what it wants to be, because it's sort of doing two different shows at the same time. I preferred this show. It was a lot of fun. But, yep. I guess the next episode is going to be back with kids. I don't know. I'm about to watch it, but I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this insane episode and the series in general. It seems to be a bit confused.